President Biden's first State of the Union address, bipartisan applause erupting through the House chamber a surprising number of times on Tuesday night, all in support of Ukraine. President Biden brought members of both parties to their feet as he slammed Vladimir Putin and praised the unified global response to Russia's aggression. But of course, there was some critique. And Joe Khalil is live on Capitol Hill with more reaction from lawmakers. Joe?
Yeah, good morning, Adrienne. You nailed it. I think that was the most striking thing, was just how many applause lines, bipartisan, from both sides of the aisle that President Biden got right off the top. All of the Ukraine material. Also, when he talked about not supporting defunding the police, that also got a lot of applause. When it got into some of the domestic issues, though, it wasn't necessarily the case throughout the whole speech.
Republicans and Democrats alike were hoping President Biden would lead off his State of the Union with a strong statement of unity with Ukraine.
From President Zelensky to every Ukrainian, their fearlessness, their courage, their determination literally inspires the world.
On that front, the president delivered. Lawmakers satisfied with the president's tone toward Russian aggression.
It's a threat to democracy and freedom everywhere. And so it's a very clarifying moment for all of us about what are our ideals.
Do more sanctions, be really strong with it, and make sure that we are not going to depend on Russia to get our oil.
Republicans wanted President Biden to announce sanctions on Russia's oil and gas, a step he didn't take. And at one point, the president addressed veterans who've died of cancer. Congresswoman Lauren Boebert broke the norms of respect and shouted, 13. Referencing Marines killed in Afghanistan. The president did tackle inflation, straightforward, telling the country to brace for gas prices to go up.
I'll be honest with you, as I always promised I would be. A Russian dictator invading a foreign country has cost around the world.
President Biden announced a plan with 30 other nations to release more oil reserves to keep gas costs lower. In the Republican response address, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds accused the administration of being out of touch on the issue.
The Biden administration believes inflation is a, quote, high-class problem. I can tell you, it's an everybody problem.
For more than 2 years, COVID has impacted every decision in our lives.
And on COVID, a reset, announcing a new initiative to provide free antivirals to all Americans who test positive. President Biden urged the nation to stop regarding the pandemic as a divisive political issue and rather as a common tragedy to rally against together.
Let's stop seeing each other as enemies and start seeing each other for who we are, fellow Americans.
And on the president's stalled agenda, he didn't mention Build Back Better specifically, but he did mention a couple of specific parts within the bill. And we've been hearing here on Capitol Hill that there is going to be a push to try to get some of those passed. The president laying the groundwork for it in his address last night.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.